comrades. Thanks for being here, for being in the struggle, and for having me. I'm Lexa, and my pronouns are they, them, theirs. So as y'all know, CMPD pigs murdered Keith Lamont Scott September 20th, 2016. The people of Charlotte rose up in righteous rebellion that very night as the police were terrorizing us. We took the highways, and the next night, the police also murdered Justin Carr. Justin Carr is the first protester to be murdered at a Black Lives Matter protest, and it is so important that we keep uplifting his name and combat the false bourgeois media narrative that works with the police to say that Raekwon Borum, another black man who was a protester, murdered him, because it's completely false, and CMPD is framing him for something they committed, right? It fits into a larger context of the police blaming the people for their own oppression. It fits into the fact that over 100 freedom fighters have been arrested in connection with the Charlotte uprising, and that the police are blaming the people for rising up against something the police started by being murderers, by being terrorists. They've arrested protesters multiple times. They've targeted central organizers with rioting charges. They've even charged some black people with a charge of ethnic intimidation. They've set bails for over $100,000 for at least a dozen of our protesters. And they've also targeted our court support team, the trans leadership, for wearing head wraps, making our leaders leave the court. Michael Johnson, she's not here with us, but I just want to uplift her. And I also want to shout out Jamie, Shane, Ocean, and our court support and jail support team. I love y'all so much. And something I just want to touch on really quickly that we've seen working with Jail Solidarity is that the jails and bonds people we work with make it really hard to get folks out if they're homeless, right? That we have to find homes for people and people to sign for them. And I think it speaks to how capitalism forces folks into poverty and then uses homelessness as an excuse to cage them again. And it really speaks to the prison industrial complex. Yeah. And this is why we continue the Charlotte Uprising, because we understand as socialists, the only way to fully resolve these contradictions is the struggle now, but it's also a socialist revolution that we fight for. So the Charlotte Uprising has shown us that all forms of protest against a racist capitalist system are justified. Our demands are for the names of the police officers that killed Keith Lamont Scott and Justin Carr, amnesty for all political prisoners, and freedom for Raekwon. Thank you.